Well, my name is Raphael Banaman Kwoti, and as you are well aware, Chelsea have appointed a new manager, Mauricio Pauchetinno, the Argentine international. He takes over the reins of Chelsea for the next season and beyond. And in his very first interview, these are some of the cues I pick up from his interview. I want to delve deep and discuss some of the cues I picked up from his interview. Mauricio Pochettino spoke about an array of issues. Some of them were centered around Chelsea's history. A lot of us know Chelsea from 2004, where Jose Mourinho took over the reins as manager of the side, and he took them to a very appreciable height under then club owner Roman Abramovich. From that time, you would know that Chelsea has undergone a lot of transition and a lot of managerial changes. A lot of them. Off the top of my head, the likes of Gus Hiddink, Carlo Ancelotti, Luis Filippo Scolari. We have Andres Villas-Boas. Lampard came in at some point. You have Graham Potter coming in at some point. So Chelsea has undergone a lot of managerial changes. It stems from the fact that they are a side that are gruesome for results. They are a side that are oriented for results. So if you're a manager that comes into the helm of affairs and you are not able to deliver as expected of you, you'll be sure that you are just going to be shown an exit door. That was the case under Roman Abramovich as at that time. And Todd Boehly, he took over, that is Chelsea, some few seasons ago, and he brought in Graham Potter. He started very well. At some point, you would expect that, they will rub shoulders with the likes of Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and the likes. But, the way Todd Boehly wanted the things to turn up, it just didn't go that way. Then Frank Lampard, that's an old boy from the club. He comes in at a time where they need someone, a cool figurehead to help them mastermind what Chelsea is noted for. But it just didn't work. In the end, he led them to 16th on the log. Who would have expected that Chelsea will finish 16th on the log in a calendar season? It's unheard of, but that is football for you. Then they cast their net out wide, and Mauricio Pochettino comes into it. He grants his first interview and he talks about the history of the club. And there's a club that, like I said before, wants results. So if you come and get the results. Then we talk about the winning mentality of Chelsea. In the last 5 to 10 years, Chelsea, in the midst of their chaos, in 2012, in the midst of their chaos, Didier Drogba and the likes of John Terry and other guys led them to glory. They won the Champions League. And against all odds, that was just last 2 seasons, they also won the Champions League when they beat, that is English rivals, Manchester City. So Chelsea is a side that has the winning mentality in their minds. You get it? So if you're a manager, just make sure that the winning mentality is installed into this bunch of players. So talking about a bunch of players in the current season, Chelsea, let's go of a host of players. Kovacic left to Manchester City. Robin Loftus-Cheek left to AC Milan. You have N'Golo Kante moving to the Gulf. Kalidou Koulibaly also left to the Gulf. Hakim Ziyech inches away from also sealing a move to the Gulf. We have Kai Havertz also moving to Arsenal. Tiamo Bakayoko also has been let go. So it speaks volumes of close to about 8-9 first-team players that Chelsea let out of the door in the current season. But it goes without saying that whilst allowing all these guys to go, they also replaced these guys. So Christopher Nkunku from that is RB Leipzig was also brought in. You have Diego Morales was also brought in. Jackson from Villarreal was brought in. You have Alex Matos, Kevin Pares, Dusan Richards. These are also guys that have been brought into the side. And Chelsea's side are relatively a young side. So I would expect that Mauricio Pochettino, he has a bit of experience in there because someone like Thiago Silva is in there for the tutoring of some of the centre backs there. Because, Chelsea's centre back is relatively young. Their back line, they are relatively young players. So when you have a player like Thiago Silva at the back for them, I expect that you tutor them, you mentor most of these guys because he won't be playing as consistent as you would expect Thiago Silva to play. But you would mentor these guys because they are fresh, They are younger, they are hungrier for success, and they know what is expected of them as young players because they want to make their mark in English football and on a global stage. So that is what Mauricio Pochettino might get from these guys. He's going to preseason. I mean, he has an array of boys to deal with. I mean, he can experiment a lot of tactics that he wishes to play. His very first match is against Liverpool. It's no mean feat because matches between Chelsea and Liverpool, they could just swing both ways. But as a manager coming into Chelsea, you always have to make sure that you get it right. And once you build the momentum and the foundation of getting it right, I mean, who knows? It might just be a productive season from you. So what are we expecting from a coach like Mauricio Pochettino? I expect that he'll be able to form a winning side. I also expect that this current crop of players that he has under his disposal, he's able to get the best of them. He lost Mason Mount to Manchester United, no problem. He also lost Kevin Hyde, that is Kai Hyde for that is Arsenal, no problem. But I expect that the new latest additions that are coming into the side, I mean, he'll be able to get the best out of them. So it won't be a roller coaster side for him. It won't be an easy peasy for him, but I expect that he's able to make the best out of this bunch of players that he has. Because once he gets the ball rolling, once the tendency of him getting the right results and the winning mentality for Chelsea, I expect that you get the best out of these guys. Yes, he doesn't have most of the experience lads. They are off, they are gone. But it's a new dawn. In his presser, you will agree with him that he wants everybody to come on the table. And once he gets these guys on the table, I mean, it's going to be a very good season for Chelsea. Because, I mean, under Frank Lampard, they enjoyed a very, very disastrous campaign. And I know that the Chelsea faithfuls are not in for a season like that. It's going to be a very, very topsy-turvy, but I expect that once he gets the season, then he's going. He is a man that is coming into this job on the back of coaching Tottenham Hotspurs. He's had so many duels with Chelsea in the past. I mean, at Tottenham, he wasn't really backed by Daniel Levy, but I expect that Todd Bowley has started role for him. He's signing players for him. So I expect that once these guys come and he's able to form a formidable side and a winning mentality, he's able to get a history behind him. I mean, Chelsea is bound for greatness. Chelsea is bound for good. But I expect Todd Bowley to exercise patience. The Chelsea fans should exercise patience for him. The very first 5 matches, 10 matches, those are not the defining moment of Mauricio Pochettino, but they need to exercise patience for him. So, I mean, I've spoken about a lot of things, and I feel that Chelsea is an opportunity for Mauricio Pochettino to unright the wrongs and do the best of what is expected of him. So, my name is Rafa Banamankote. This is how I draw the curtains down on today's analysis of Chelsea's appointment of Mauricio Pochettino as the head coach of the side. If you haven't subscribed to the bottom as yet, please do so to click on the bottom and subscribe. And that's all about it. Keep up alive with sport.